Hi to you. But anyway, guys, I got one of those unspuns, welding a bunch of stuff together, and hopefully it will be useful type of projects. So the title pretty much explains what I'm planning to do. Hence, I went and bought some steel. I mean, I got pretty much everything I need here. A bunch of box tubes, a bunch of angle iron, some flat stuff, and 2 giant plates of steel. This is a meter by meter, 10 millimeters thick. Should be pretty good. Now I'm gonna build the grappler thing for my little bobcat here. Obviously I'm gonna try to overbuild it like always, to make it a bit stronger than it needs to be. And I'm looking to build, well, I don't really have any plans or anything like always. I'm just gonna wing everything. Just gonna take a bunch of pieces and weld them together. Hopefully it will be good. But what I'm trying to build, basically something like this. Basically I'm looking to make something like this. Not exactly something like this, because you know, I'm gonna wing it as always, but I'm aiming to do something like this. Now, something like that, I looked it up, about 2,700 bucks, almost 3 grand. And for this pile, I paid about 800 euros. But as always, I have more material. I ordered up more material than I need. So I'm most likely gonna have a bunch of leftovers. Like for example, I think I only need 1 of those. So 2 will be leftovers, and pretty much the same for the rest of the stuff. Actually, this time around, I got a pretty sweet deal on the steel. Now, my usual place where I buy steel, they wanted 1,200 euros for the same amount. But the other place wanted 820. So almost 400 bucks cheaper, the other place. Now, if you guys are interested, then contact me via email. The email is down in the description. And I can share details where I got this stuff from. Because that place is just miles cheaper than I usually buy steel at. Now I did also search around, and there are cheaper options available. I mean, the cheapest Grapple Bucket I found was 1,200 euros. But dude, that thing is just so pointless. The thing is just made out of 4 or 5 millimeter steel. Dude, I'm just gonna pancake that thing the first chance I get. So obviously this is the better option of just make the thing yourself and make it stronger than it needs to be. And besides, I already have all the hydraulic stuff. So hydraulic cylinders. Yeah. Bunch of hydraulic cylinders here. And as for hoses, I got a lot of those. So got everything on the hydraulic side. Don't need to buy any of that stuff. So in the end, this project will probably cost me about 400, 500 euros. Considering the leftovers. Now probably the most difficult part for me will be cutting the sides. And so hence why I ordered that steel plate, because I need to cut the sides with either the plasma cutter, or if that thing can't handle it, then I have to bring out the bomb, the Oxy Torch setup. I don't really want to use that, but we'll see how that goes. But that's about it. I think nothing left to add. Let's just get to work. I'm gonna go put on my big boy pants and let's start welding crap together. Basically, guys, I'm gonna store it all here for this project. And by the end of the journey, we're gonna see how bad I am at math. Hopefully, very bad. Just depends how much stuff I have left. This thing's really heavy. I guess I'm gonna have a new hole on my floor. Tilt it a bit, just in case. maximize damage. Just scratch. Oh, cool, I got a free pallet. Also a free strap. So what am I supposed to do first? Because I have no idea. I think I should start off from the corner pieces. Try to like sketch up something and then try to cut it out. Just a piece of plywood here. Hey, maybe I should do this project out of plywood. It just occurred to me. I would assume that type of video would get a lot of views. I think I'm gonna follow the size of the bucket, or maybe make it a bit bigger. The bucket is 50 by basically like 85 or 90. So from there to there. I think I can go a bit bigger, but I have to keep in mind that if I make it too heavy, then I can't lift much of anything. So gonna make it bigger, but definitely not too much. I'm thinking 60 by 90 should be perfect. Just in. Maybe go a bit more higher. I think it's a bit too long. So long. I mean, the forks are like a meter almost, so it's almost as long as forks. I think it should not be that long. And it's in somewhere there. Let's see how it looks then. I think the longer works better. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this design. It looks like a pretty neat shoe. Dude, I gotta go check on the Bobcat. Maybe this is too big. Holy balls. I mean, holy chicken balls. Man, I think this is perfect. Kõnnida ka ei oska või? Yeah, let's go with this. I think this is fine. I should change the plan a bit. I think this should work a lot better. And instead of the point going downwards, I think it's better for it to go upwards. And overall, it looks a lot smoother compared to that weirdness. I could probably even get better results if I tried the third time. But dude, I'm out of plywood. So we gotta go with the second option. Now, before I bring out the bomb and blow myself up, I figured let's I wanna try the jigsaw with a metal cutting blade on it. This is only like 10 millimeters, maybe it will do it. It's so different. I think it's steel. Put your hand down. BM should stand for B metal, right? Let's see what this thing does. I think this this blade is meant for cutting apples or something. Something to cover my feet up, man. Don't want molten lava falling into my shoes. Oh man, I am not good at this. No, cuts fine for a little bit, then stops cutting. Need to heat it up more. Not sure what's going on, but I think it's gonna work. I'd say it went pretty swimmingly, I guess. Although there were... Well, on the plywood you can see spots where I kind of got stuck. So I got stuck there, couldn't cut any further. Some problems there. This was pretty smooth. There. You know, I would love to try this. I think this is Victor's set. Maybe this is Victor. Has USA labeled on it. But you know, I don't have the right adapters. I can't hook up my gas lines directly to these. I need something in between. Bunch of duct tape in between. But you know, I got the second one as well. Maybe that will go smoother. Smooth as a bike. I mean, this set, I mean, it works, but there's something wrong with that acetylene valve. Sometimes when I just kind of touch it, I don't turn it, I just kind of touch it and the flame goes out. I think this valve is not operating as it should. See? I did not turn the stupid valve, just touched it and the thing went out. Guess I'm getting better at this. This was a lot smoother. Check this thing out. Modern art. Let's frame it and put it on a wall. But anyway, these things will be the side plates. Everything else in the middle I will make out of flat material. Same thickness, but 10 millimeters wide. Basically, I think it should be the same. Yeah, then. However, I'm not sure how wide the thing should be. Yeah, from the picture, it looks like I think it's like slightly wider than the bucket. Somewhere there. And Mr. Bucket is 153. I think I'm gonna make it a bit wider. 1.5 kilometers. And just mount it on Joseph. Grab half the forest at once. The wheelbase is exactly 1.5. So I think it should be slightly wider than the wheelbase. Metallsag. Stop scaring my balls off. Okay guys, almost finished. It's only missing a couple of items. Dude, I think I need a bigger table. Whenever I do the workshop expansion project, I think I need a bigger table. It's so tiny. But what's next? I think the upper piece now. Oh man, I definitely need a bigger table. I think I made a boo-boo, guys. These parts are too long. Actually, this thing needs to be somewhere there, honestly. No idea why I did not notice it before. Most likely because I'm a moron. But basically I can just safely got that area off. That's just unnecessary. And in the bottom. What the bottom thing needs to be at 55 and not higher. Then I should be able to match everything up nicely. By the way guys, check out our late January weather. We still got a bit of snow from that massive snow storm that we had a couple of weeks ago. But dude, right now it's literally like... Well, I have the workshop door open so you can check the temperature there. Don't even need a heater. Currently we have 6 degrees outside. I think that's just insane. January 28th currently. No, I'm not complaining actually. Kinda like this weather. But it's just a horrible mud fest everywhere. That's the worst part. Gravelly mud fest. But enough of outside. Back to the bat cave. I mean ants cave. So I'm gonna leave that part on for now. I can always cut it off later. Okay, well next up, bunch of flat bars in between, and I think I'm gonna do the bottom ones first. Oh. Man, this is getting expensive. I mean, heavy. The comments pushing down. Dude, this is gonna be too big. But let's proceed. Stupid man. Kakskümmend seitse, 29. Can't do math, sorry. Dude, I haven't even started yet, and I already need like a aircraft carrier in order to move this thing around. I mean, there's only one thing we can do at this point. Let's just keep adding stuff, make it more heavier. Hopefully my table will be able to handle the load. Yo, did anyone order more weight? Orders up. Before I can weld these into place though, I have to do a couple of things. First of all, I have to cut that corner off. And then I think I need at least 2 holes. One that will go through that bit all the way. And I think I need a second one as well, somewhere there. Although I'm not sure if the second one is necessary. I'm gonna cut these pieces off with the angle grinder. It should be relatively fast. Very cheap. Dude, I think that shoe protector 5 million is an excellent idea. Dude, look at that thing. This is gonna make everyone wet. Not just the chicks. That's some beefy cake. Oh, man. But, you know, I think I'm just gonna make like only one. Add only 1 bar, I mean. On our little example here, we can clearly see it only has 1 up front and nothing at the back. So I think it's fine. Let's just do 1. And I think I'm gonna use maybe like 45 or 40 or something like that. Should be pretty good. Hey, I think I have 45 round stock. That should be perfect. I mean, I got a bunch of pipes here as well, but I think round stock would be better. It will make it heavier. By the way, check out this brick wall. Man, it's leaking dar or something like that. It's like bleeding. Check that out. And these bricks are reclaimed chimney bricks. So they used to be part of a chimney at one point. And I just kind of reclaimed them and reused them here. But they're just, look at that, they're leaking dar out of it. I bet that stuff burns very well. Actually, I think that's pretty cool. Sorry, off topic. Sometimes I do that. My bad. Man, I love that tool. That is so good. Wish I had a bandsaw though to cut at the angle. This thing is not very good at cutting angles. I mean, you can definitely do it. There's even options for it. Just undo that bolt and... But dude, it's not good for the blade to cut stuff at the angle. It kind of ruins the blade pretty fast. Speaking from experience, in order to make the blade last as long as possible, just always cut vertical and clean mild steel. If you go stainless or rusty scrap, that will also ruin the blade pretty fast. Oh, by the way, hard duck steel is a no-go as well. Speaking from experience. Basically, I'm just gonna hole saw all the holes. I only have 2 hole saws though. And the third one is pretty close, a couple of millimeters bigger. Hopefully it will manage. What joy! Yeah, I'm afraid that I'm not gonna able to get the hole in on the same exact spot. The margin of error is just non-existent. The round stock just goes in there without any gap. It's very close. I have to make sure the hole is exactly on the same spot. So I'm gonna use the previous one to make the cut after. This should work also. Now piss off. Oh, don't touch anymore. So I'm gonna put on some tunes and you guys can enjoy some drill sounds. By the way, guys, when drilling with a hole saw, kind of important to clean the chips out of the hole every now and then, because you know the chips actually prevent you from drilling further if you go too deep. You feel like you're pushing the drill down, but the teeth never come in contact with steel. There's like a little pillow in between. See? Hear that? It's like when it's making the sound, it's cutting, but right now it's not doing anything. Although I'm pushing it down. I have to push it like really hard for it to start cutting. Not hard anymore. But I think that's about it. No, I have a feeling this is not gonna work. Look at that. I want to say tighter than my underpants, but it's not. Man, I think I'm gonna burn through the drill before I drill through that. And luckily I can tell which one is burning. Is it the oil or the drill? She's gotta survive one more hole. That's not much better. Nice. Wow. That literally took longer than drilling the 6 other holes. Man, I possibly can't even lift a couple of teddy bears with it. And I'm not talking about real bears, I'm talking about stuffed animals. These things are gonna be like 300 kilos, maybe more. It's like half the bobcat's lifting capacity. Too big. Too big. I think I need to add something here as well, because you know, I think these blades might bend with rocks and stuff. Probably here is fine, here is definitely fine. So right in the middle, something extra. I think I'm just gonna crisscross that plate there. Now those were the pieces that I cut off earlier, and I figured might as well look pretty cute. Plus they add about 76 armor points to the whole thing. But I think this is about it, apart from the backplate. I mean the mounting plate. This should be about it with the main bucket grappler. Now I just need to build the grapple part. Some type of a claw mechanism that comes down and bites on stuff. So basically I need to get this thing off the table now. Luckily I have many ideas how to achieve that. One of them is pretty simple. You wrap my tank rope around the thing and you just pull it through the window over there. But dude, that's like plan D. So let's go with plan A first. I have this steel table that I built many years ago, but I never actually used it. It's just been sitting at the tractor shed for many years now. Behind the hoe. This one over here. And it has some decent caster wheels on it, so technically if I can move the grappler on this table, then I can just gonna ride it out of that location. Gotta move the hoe first though. Luckily I fixed everything on it. Even the air conditioning. Runs like a dream. Off-roading with my steel table. What's up, man? Okay, genius. What's the next step? Leverage. Executed like a professional. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the thing on this table and finish it right here while I can still work on the main building table over there. So next up, let's focus on the glass itself. Essentially, I have two options. Either I'm gonna make the glass as a single unit, which is controlled by two hydraulic cylinders, or I'm gonna make two separate glass, and each cylinder controls each of the glass. Now the one on the picture here has two separate units. So this setup does require more material and a bit of more work, but it does have its benefits. Like, for example, when you're biting down on a particular stuff, like rocks. Like, let's imagine you have a rock on one side, but nothing on the other side. Then the claw will bite down on this side, but the cylinder there, it has nothing. So it will just keep pushing, and it will, it kind of depends how strong the frame is. But it will keep pushing the other side down until the hydraulics will lock up. So technically it can like bend the claw on one side in that situation. Now when picking up brush, leaves, junk like that, logs, I think it's not gonna be a problem because the log will be, you know, the stuff will be about the same width as the grappler itself. So the pressure on both sides will be pretty equal. However, with rocks, it's definitely not. So I'm not really sure which will benefit me better. I think I will mostly use this thing for either brush or, you know, demolition jobs or stuff like that. So I'm not really sure which route to take. I think I should go with the double setup. But then again, I think a single setup would also be good enough. I'm not sure. I need to think about it a bit. Be right back. Okay, so after many winters of discussing upon myself, I have decided I'm gonna go with the double glass setup. It's a bit safer option. And I got like a pretty decent bow here. Maybe I could just use this piece and then, I don't know, like I don't know, somewhere there maybe. Back, like so. Kurat, sellest peab kinni hoidma. No, I think I'm gonna go with this claw design. And claw 4. So claw, cylinder, claw, reklamen, pausen, claw, cylinder, claw. You know, the orientation is pretty perfect. Got that little boss in the center. But I'm not sure if these things are long enough. I mean, I think I'm gonna mount them somewhere there. So if it goes down, it stays like this. It doesn't close all the way. So I think I have to make some type of a extension on this spot. Now, 2 of them were not long enough, but I could have got the other 2 long enough. But I think I can manage without them being long enough. So let's go try to make one claw and take it from there. Steve came up for a little visit. What's up, Steve?
What's up? I mean, doing some precision work, and already found out that one of these discs I bought is it's broken. Brand new disc cover, but it's broken. Can't use it.
Oh man.
What a shame. Well, I have plenty more.
Bit of duct tape and ready to go.
Yeah, that would be fine as well.
Which machine is this from?
T74 crawler. Basically, I'm doing this for
Old Soviet crawler.
Old Soviet crawler. And basically, these are, I think, dimensional-wise the same disc as on a Cat D4. Joseph ones are twice as large as this one, so if anyone's interested, Joseph's ones are the big guys. This is a little fella here.
And side clutch, right?
Yeah, steering clutches, basically. The steering clutch discs.
Steering clutch.
Steering clutches. There's disc covers. I need to actually see if they fit, and then the last part is countersinking the rivet heads into this disc cover. That's the last part.
Precision work.
Yeah, if you mess it up and you later can't rivet it together, or one of the bolts is in the wrong spot, well, you start all over again. Basically, this doesn't work. Alright. And there's 12 rivet holes. Actually, they're originally bronze rivets, but all I have is alloy ones, and they're like 4mm rivets, which you cannot find anymore, so 5mm is the least, actually the more common size you can find these days. Basically, these fellas here are the rivets that I'm going to use. Basically, you have to countersink this in, as this is the factory one. Basically, they've countersunk this in, and this one's really worn. It's rusty. Usually, when they rust with water, they heave out, and basically this cracks open, and then you can't actually use the steering clutch because the lever is so hard to pull because all that scrap and debris is inside the housing. That's one of the typical ones. These are factory rivets, but alloy ones will do as well, because I couldn't find these anywhere. These are like they're not odd size, but unavailable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Righty, be back in 10 minutes.
But anyway. Honestly, I'm not really sure where this is supposed to be. I mean, it's definitely somewhere there, but I think I need to figure it out later, because everything depends on the cylinder, the hydraulic cylinder, how long that is. So maybe this box needs to be a bit further here or that way. I'm not currently, I can't confirm that right now, I think. So let's weld the bushings in first. I'm gonna use these standard bushings. Just gonna weld them there, and if they wear out eventually, you can just cut them out and replace these parts out. I think that's the easiest way to go with this setup right now. Probably need to install like a grease fitting as well somewhere, but I think I can do it later. Don't need to worry about it right now. Come on. You mean? Yeah, it needs to be there. So you need a couple of receiver blades on this side now, and they need to be quite far out. Get it? Quite far out. Somewhere there would be. I mean. Something like 30 maybe. Should work. Holy crap. Yikes. I mean, holy crap, man. Let's make it bigger. Let's just keep making it bigger. Figure out the cylinder position now. Cylinder's probably gonna be somewhere here. But when it's completely there. Technically, let's make the cylinder mount next, then I can figure out the final position, I guess. Sure do need a lot of plate for this project. Luckily I bought a lot of that. på. Inte alls. Precis. What gives? Now I was pretty sure I'm gonna paint the ceiling with oil again. But lucky this time. Actually, I think I can use the full stroke. Dude, I think this is perfect. Check out the stroke. This is fully closed. And fully open. I mean, it doesn't need to go any further anyway. And this being closed, I mean, it's pretty good. There's plenty of room to grab stuff. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Shouldn't be any problems. Now I definitely want to add some reinforcements. I mean, some corners there, perhaps. Definitely something here to reinforce this area up a bit. That should be pretty good for the top part. Bottom one is a bit more tricky though. I think it needs to curve with the claw itself, so I can't really install like a flat piece unless I install multiple flat pieces. But I think I should try to bend something and then weld it there. Length these. 40 something. It also has to go like that. So I think I'm just gonna cut like a single piece. And maybe cut it half from the middle. Like a giant diagonal. Maybe a bigger piece. Never mind. I changed my mind. Got a better idea. So I'm gonna cut this piece and then I'm gonna diagonally cut it in half, and I'm gonna try to bend that half into roughly whatever bend I need there. And that should be, I think that should be enough. Technically, I don't think I need to paint it like too much. Maybe only on one spot or two. I don't know, man. Maybe like somewhere there. Natukene kõrgemal tegelikult. Hammer. Look how adorable that thing is. Let's add one more. Man, that looks pretty scary. It's like wants to eat me or something. Should probably not put my head here. I think that's pretty good. Then maybe like install some plate here as well to reinforce this part, but I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Should be pretty good. Now all we need is a second one. Oh look! A wild grappler has appeared. Well, shocking development. The second thing came out a lot faster. No BS involved. But I did change a few things. Now I made these the cylinder back ears lower before they were here. That's about it. That's all that I changed. Now doing that did benefit me a bit. Beforehand, the cylinder was its maximum stroke and it was touching these things, but right now it's maybe like 20 mil inside the tube. So the cylinder could push 20 mil more. However, what I was aiming for was to get the claw a bit higher up when it's fully closed. So before it was somewhere here. That means I got a little bit more grabbing room. I just don't want these things to get in the way, especially when I'm picking up brush and stuff. Something very cozy, something very big but not very heavy. It should be about the same. Yeah. Starting to take shape, but let's proceed. There's a couple of things left to do. I'm gonna focus on the mounting plate now. Basically, I think I'm just gonna weld like an angle iron somewhere and a couple of plates down there. Basically something like that, somewhere here. I think it would be fine. But I think I need to bring the Bobcat into equation for that part. Because I'm not sure at what angle this angle iron needs to be.
Dude, I wanna see how this thing looks from a distance.
But it looks kind of weird. Dude, definitely too big, too long, too massive, do everything. This is just insane. I think I need a bigger bobcat for this thing. This is messed up. That's why I suck at math. Should have not overbuilt. But it's fine. If Mr. Cat here breaks into two, then we can fix it. But in the meantime, let's try to figure this thing out.
mul on 17 mõõdulinti, ma ei leia mitte ühtegi üles, kuidas see võimalik on? Vittu külla.
75, 77,5, 77,5. Ei olegi oluline. I need to add a couple of pieces of steel up here just to close this gap. It's about 10 millimeters the gap, and just need to add something up there and something down there, and later to that piece of steel I can install that piece of steel. Well, technically like 80% of the mounting bracket is there. I'm missing a couple of things. However, we should be able to lift it off the table now. Hopefully it will not break off. I mean, it's just a couple of tack wheels here and there. I'm excited. Tack wheels are holding very good. Kuidas ma siit välja peal tulen? Ikaw may namit naman yun, kami tuloy sila kung Oh man. Oh man. Stupid moment again. I forgot to cut this out. Ending again. Whoops. Dude, I can't get the thing off. And it's really annoying to cut it out from here while the Bobcat is in the way. Well, this is a really stupid moment. I even marked it down what I need to cut out. Somehow I forgot. I suppose this thing is here to stay. Mission accomplished. Let's go home. Just need to buy a new Bobcat. Türa, seda on nii siit välja lõigata. Kuidas ma lõikan nad üldse?
saa kätte kuidagi seda.
But you know, I think that's it. Apart from some hydraulic stuff, I think that's it. My little grappler is not so little. All grown up now. What a big boy. Man. Now, overall, I think I can still use the thing on my Bobcat. Lifting capacity probably is limited to a couple of grams, but still should be able to use it nicely. At least to collect some brush, for example. I'm kind of eager to test that out. That should be pretty interesting. However, my mission is not over though. So the current plan is I'm gonna basically just melt everything into oblivion, as always. After tack welding everything together, just check if it fits, then weld everything into one. It's probably gonna take me like an entire day to do though. So I'm gonna just time-lapse this part quickly, and afterwards we'll try the hydraulics out, try to finish those, and then I think then it's finished. Then we can do the next project, whatever that may be. Right now though, let's do some music and watch a bunch of sparks fly everywhere. Eagerly excited for that bit. Honestly, not really. Hate that part. I hate that part. Like, seriously. But let's do it. I guess I guessed it pretty correctly. Took me roughly an entire day to weld this thing shut. Not finished yet, but I'm pretty close at this point. Just need to weld the teeth on the bottom side as well. And it's just so hard. Wish I had a better welder. I mean, those cheap Chinesium welders, I mean, they do work. They are actually excellent. Let me get this thing off. They are actually excellent for smaller projects and tack welding things together, but stuff like this, just mass bulk welding framework together, not really designed for that. I mean, I just had to take so many bosses. The machine did not quit on me, but you know, this wire kind of starts smoking after a while. It's just not built for that. Plus the weld quality, I mean, sometimes I'm getting like decent welds, sometimes. Dude, I'm not even gonna go close to some of these welds. They're just so horrible. It makes me wanna cry. Like sometimes when you're welding, you feel like you don't have gas or something like that. Weld is full of holes, and then the next minute everything looks fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure this thing is strong enough. This is not gonna fall apart on me or anything like that. But the welds just look horrible. I just need a better machine for doing bulk welding. Actually, I do have the funds to buy one. I don't know why I haven't done so. Just to kind of give you perspective, that thing costs about 200 euros, 300 maximum. But the proper welder, about 1500 bucks. Just keep that in mind. I'm gonna get something like a Lincoln or maybe a Saab. Both are amazing welders. I'm sure there are more, but those are the only two I know about. I mean, I've tried out a 1500 Saab model. That thing was amazing. Then I've tried out a $4,000 three-phase Saab model. Honestly, I couldn't tell the difference between the two. They seemed about the same. And I also tried out the Lincoln brand. Quality stuff there. Just can't compare those to Chinesium welders. Not even close. But dude, what it's worth? The money you pay for this cheap thing, it will get you to the moon and back. Definitely worth it, money-wise. Why did I think I can roll it over? Just like that. I wonder how much it weighs. I'm guessing about 200 kilos, maybe more. Lift it up slightly. So if I have some good pulling position. One of those useful stands. I think it's going great. Holy hell, what a death machine. This is a true death machine. You know, this thing probably has more weight in weld alone than the cheapest bucket grappler you can buy. That is not normal. Should not be the case. Definitely not normal. I have this weird thing that I need to get it straight with the room. I don't know what's going on. Dude, I'm willing to bet you like an entire box of donuts that the grappler will not fit on this field anymore. I'm sure something warped out of existence during the welding process. I mean, look at these things, man. Pretty gnarly. They should be pretty gnarly. Wait, what? Wrong way. Oh, what? That makes no sense. Just imagine putting your sandwich in there. That is so violent. Gonna cut it in half, just like that. But you know, I think that's about it. Grappler pretty much finished. It's just missing a couple of pieces like hydraulic stuff and some paint maybe. Also need to figure out the pin situation, how I'm gonna grease these. But other than that, grappler is finito. Oh, by the way, that's the bile I have left, basically. I'm not sure how we're gonna compare the two bigger blade pieces as well. I'm sure I can cut something out of them in the future. But I would say maybe like 60%, something like that is left. For example, I did not use any of the angle irons or the box tubes. Mainly just went with 10mm thick plate steel. I wanted to use this piece as well, but then I realized, hey, this is hard axe, and I can drill that and cut that properly. I mean, so yeah, I would say size-wise, it's perfect. It's definitely overweight, that's for sure. But size-wise, it should be pretty good. I mean, it's the same width. 1.55 exactly, somewhere there, and the length is, I don't know, let's take it from there somewhere, a bit over 90. Yeah, by the way, the mod fest is still happening. +11 plus 11 yesterday. I think that's like a new record or something like that during January. It's just insane. But the bucket is 2 centimeters shorter. I mean less wide. About 2 centimeters less long as well. I don't know what the proper words are. However, that's irrelevant. What matters is that the bucket is basically the same size as the grappler. It just has a little bit more meat on it. But man, I think I can still use it very well with my Bobcat. It should handle it pretty well. Now once I figure out the hydraulic situation and sort out the pin greasing option, then we can go test it out a bit. So why don't we do that? Let's get this finished. By the way, you probably noticed already, but I added these extra ears on the sides as well. I figured maybe with time and hydraulic forces, these holes will get like ovaled out into an egg shape. So currently I have like 20 mil of steel there, 20 mil of steel there. Hopefully that will be enough to prevent that from happening. Oh, that's tight. That's not good. That's better. Now let's go to my hydraulic department. Dude, I can't make any sense of this thing. Like, trying to put a puzzle together that is not supposed to be together. You know what, I think I'm just gonna order the hydraulic set for this setup. I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hoses and a couple of D shapes. The ones which will do that thing. Now I don't have any of those at the moment, and I could maybe like put the thing together, but it's just it's gonna look weird. A lot of these connectors hooked up to different hydraulic lines. It's just gonna look like a huge mess, I think. So I'm just gonna order a new set. I can't make any sense of this thing. Okay, place my order. Should get it in a couple of days. In the meantime though, let's deal with the pins. And then I think we can also paint the thing before the hoses arrive. everything matched up at the bottom. That's very good. Dude, that thing looks so good. I'm gonna wet my pants. Okay, so about the bin situation. It's relatively straightforward. I only need to do a bit of drilling and a bit of welding. The cylinders themselves, they have grease fittings on every point, so no problem with that. I just need to make sure the bin is secure and it does not spin with the rod. But these things are a bit of a different story, because I need to first off, well, secure the bin so it doesn't move, and second of all, I need to also make the bin greasable, because currently I don't see any way I can like install a fitting inside there. So I think the best option is just to drill a hole in the center of the bin and make it greasable that way. Start off with the cylinder bins first. Just need to make sure they don't move. I mean spin like this. They need to be secure. Need a plate. Should do. And the plate will go somewhere there. Maybe like halfway should be okay. I'm sorry, chin diaper. By the way, guys, I ordered 4. 2 more of these. Remember when I was talking about the issue with the exhaust port? And I ordered a bit more expensive model. I think this is some different model thing. But dude, the same problem. After like 10 minutes, that stupid exhaust thing just stays open. I think I have like a picture for you right here. The exhaust just stays open like that, and then you breathe in all the crap. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, you know, other than putting the mask on your face and breathing. But if I'm not doing anything wrong, then dude, this is just complete garbage. It doesn't work at all. They're so expensive as well. It's like you pay a lot of money for a quality head mask and the thing just doesn't work. It's so demotivating. Currently I have 6 of them. And after one stops working, I just switch out to the other one. Apparently it has something to do with the moisture. You know, the flap sticks to the bottom plastic part. And if it dries out, it works again. But after a while, if it gets moist in there, then it stops working. That makes no sense. Shouldn't be like that. Okay, so that's gonna keep it from spinning. And that's gonna keep it from coming out. Pretty easy, it took me like 3 minutes. Let's do the second one as well. Okay, that takes care of that bit. And this is a bit more tricky. No. Yeah, I need something like a center drill. You guys mentioned that, and apparently this thing is not one of those things. I'm not even sure what this thing is for. But you know, I did look around, and I don't think I have one. Like, I'm not sure what this is for as well. There's a lot of stuff here, but I just don't know what most of this stuff does. Mostly it's just thread makers. Oh, I needed that. Good. Nice. Sure, it's here somewhere. Don't think so. More of these. I'm tired of searching. But I did have this idea. And maybe I can use a cone drill as a center drill. I mean, this thing is definitely sturdier than a standard twist drill. And I just need to get that hole started off. And then we can continue with the standard drill. Handbrake. No way, man, this thing will break. Should be fine. By the way, check this out. Wow. Like a bracelet. Or maybe a necklace. My neck is too fat for this thing. Well, one thing's for sure. I'm never taking that thing out anymore. I did think maybe I'm just gonna like weld that thing there. If I did that, I can take the pin out without breaking the weld. But dude, do I need to take the pin out? Probably not, right? For a really, really long time. I don't see any reason why I need to take the pin out. I mean, I can paint it, just hook up the cylinder, and that's it. I don't need to do anything else. Now, I could thread it and then put a bolt there, but will that bolt stay there? Probably it will wander off at one point. This weld won't do that. I think I'm just gonna tack weld 4 points. And if I need to take it off, just a quick angle grinder hack and it's off. Oh, there we go. Already tried to wander out, see? Like a mild cap there, but it can't go any further. What a naughty boy. But it can't go any further. It's kind of stuck there now. Gotta do 3 more. Oh joy. This one took me like 6 hours. Miks mina hoian, mis asja? So that one took me like 5 minutes, maybe 6. 1 hour, guys, that one. I mean, what do you think went wrong? A little hint there, what went wrong? You know what, I don't really want to show what went wrong. It's a colossal embarrassment. But let's do it anyway. Cone drill as a center drill, guys. Seems to work pretty good. Don't buy drill bits from demo. Might get a good price, but dude, they're basically made out of paper. Oh wait, that's a bad example. They're basically made out of hard candy. They will just break for no reason. I think I paid like maybe $50 for this set. A lot of drill bits, but they're just useless. They're so brittle and so weak. Now, this box I have here, this was really good. This is junk. It's supposed to be some carbide or cobalt drill bits, but they break as well, almost as good as the demo versions. This is high-speed steel and it's quality stuff. Sadly, I think I have like lost most of them by now, so I need to order up another set. For example, for that set I paid $150 and $50 there. 6 times less drill bits, but dude, those last for a really long time and they hardly break. A really good product. I think they are from Finland or maybe Sweden, I'm not sure, one of those. But anyway guys, I think the pin situation came out pretty good. I mean, all of them are nicely locked, they're not gonna wander off somewhere, and all of them are nicely greasable now. The cylinder ones, the greasing point is on the cylinder, like I said. But yeah, like I said, I think that's about it. Just gonna throw some smooth black hammerjack, hammerite paint on it. This stuff is usually pretty good. And then we just gotta wait for the hydraulic stuff to arrive. Black gold. Usually I don't add any primer because the paints I use, I think they have primer in them, so it's a 2-in-1 solution. I'd rather just paint the thing once, and well, I do need to add 2 layers at least, I think. I usually don't bother with the primer. Usually when that stuff dries out nicely, I also grab the spray gun, just the standard spray bottle, and go over the corners, because sometimes you don't really get good enough of paint on the welds and stuff like that, so I just kind of, you know, do that. Just make sure there are no open spots anywhere. But guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna pick this up once I get my hydraulic stuff. So, see you then. Okay, my hydraulic stuff has arrived. So I just decided to get new hoses from this local, I guess it's like a Russian tractor shop. And the hoses are pretty cheap and like, what is that? Oh, there's no price on it. But I think they were like $10 per hose, maybe even less.
And the hoses on the cylinders, I mean, they're not broken or anything, but I mean, check that out. That's probably not good. Also, that's also not good. So whatever, let's just kind of change out the entire setup. I paid like $100 for this entire setup. Should be all the things I need to make this work. But dude, that's how the paint job came out. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Nice thick coat of paint. But you know, let's throw the cylinders on there and set up the hydraulic setup.
does say like 90 degrees, right? Like 45, that 90 degrees is like that. But where's the 90 degrees, man? Huh? For example, this one says 90 degrees as well. And one of them is 90 degrees, but what? Am I high? Where's the 90 degrees? It literally says 90 degrees. Even the picture online was 90 degrees. This is not 90 degrees. This is a straight like a brick. Maybe I am high. Secure the hydraulic lines here somehow. Actually, the length I got is pretty perfect. They're gonna loop around there, and the shorter one also pretty good. But I do wanna make sure they're gonna stay here. Maybe I have something. Dude, I think this is from my vertical log splitter. I mean the vertical boat anchor, sorry. Pretty sure I don't need it there. Be gone. think there's some type of a hydraulic disadvantage going on. Not sure.
I think I know what the problem is.
You know, this part is just too low. It needs to be higher. Currently it can't pull it up when it's at its lowest position. So technically I can't really use it this way. I need to tilt it down every time in order to get the gloves up, which is not ideal. So I have to redesign this a bit. I need to bring it higher. Somewhere here would be better. Not just straight vertically higher, but actually it's just also that way. Yeah, this is what happens if you're not an engineer. You just make stupid mistakes like this. But I'm gonna be right back. You don't need to see this. I'm just gonna relocate the cylinders. Phew. Dude, check that out. Let's go have a bit of fun. Man, I'm so excited. like having sex for the first time. It's so exciting. Although you have no idea what you're doing. Dude, this thing is really awesome and I love it. Man, I don't think it's the wrong size at all. It feels like a perfect size actually. It's really strong and you know, everything just seems perfect on it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's just crazy that I did not have that before. It's like I mentioned with the first time thing. Super exciting, man. It's like a birthday present. Well deserved. It's really dirty stuff. Yeah, man. What else can we do? Oh, I know. So you guys remember this pile, right? My little test pile that I did with the new trailer that I got, the log trailer. And if I correctly remember, then it took me about 1 hour to load the thing on the trailer, drive it here, and then unload the thing. It took me about 1 hour to do that work. I'm just kind of curious how long it would take me. Well, let's consider the fact that it took me about 30 minutes to load the thing on and another 30 minutes to load the thing off. Let's ignore the driving part. That was fun, so that's irrelevant. I just want to test it out how long it will take me to like move this pile from there to somewhere there. So that would like mean how long it would take me to load this pile onto the trailer with the Bobcat. The goal is to do it under 30 minutes and I'm gonna time that. I think we're gonna achieve that. I'm just kind of curious how long. So let's do that. WDF? Less than 2 minutes, man. What the hell? How many percent is that faster? I'm not sure. It seems like a lot. I mean, this is insanely cool. And it can also nicely, you know, load the thing down. It's not a mess, it's a very nice pile now. Don't you dare tell me that I missed some. I can't see anything. It's all grass. Man, this is so much better. Oh look, we got a mouse. Mouse, where you going, mouse? Oh man, this guy is really fast. Look at this guy. Really fast guy. Okay, go hide under my grappler. Decision of a lifetime.
that's crap, man. This thing actually has clamping power. What the hell? I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. This is so cool. I need to change my underpants again.
Dude, this thing is just awesome. I don't know. I don't have words. Man, this is so cool. Such a cool little attachment. Well, not so little, but still. Hope you get the picture. It's very useful. And I think I saved a bunch of money as well. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of the steel I ordered I did not even use. And probably maybe like 500 euros on steel. Luckily I had the cylinders for free. And about $100 on the hydraulic hoses, plus some other things. Well, actually I have to take into the fact the welding gas as well, because I'm pretty sure I emptied both of my gas bottles, so probably like $100 to refill those, plus some other accessories, bushings, pins, stuff like that. I mean, let's just kind of round it up to like $900. That would be fair, right? Even at those numbers, man, this was so worth it, because you know, the ones that I showed you on the picture, which by the way was not as beefcake as this one ended up being. That one was almost 3 grand. But I think I'm gonna wrap this one up now. I mean, I guess this was a success. It came out pretty good. Really like it. So I'm gonna go and do something else now.
Bye bye.